What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of 100 Days of SEO. My name is Brendan Hufford. I help SEO clients ranging from $90 million venture-backed startups to bloggers making $100K a month to local window washers and real estate agents and interior designers. And I'm so excited because today I'm going to explain to you exactly how I got my first big clients starting out. In one of my previous videos, you can check in the link below, I explained the whole idea behind how I wrote proposals, but I just want to talk to you about how to find these clients. How do you find your first 5 to 10K a month client? Let's get it. All right, what's up, everybody? Brendan here. We are in my computer. We're going to do something a little bit different today. We're just going to kind of do a screen share and a walkthrough of exactly how I find, exactly how I provide value for without doing a ton of work, and exactly how I position myself as an expert to corporate SEO clients. One of the places I love to start, a lot of people start with a Google search trying to find these. I think that's a mistake. You're missing a huge opportunity. By starting with a Google search, you find people who are already ranking. Now, there's some ways around that. You can look at people who are running ads but not also ranking. I think that's a good start. But for corporate SEO clients, I like to look in the yellow pages because you can get some good details. So I'm looking here in Chicago, Illinois. That's the main industry that I operate in. Let's say I want to look for like engineering, right? I want to look for an engineering firm or something similar. So I drop that in. We're going to take a look at the results here. I see like True Value, Elite Electrical Contractors. And what I'm looking for here is I'm looking at the reviews, but what's really cool is something that goes a little bit deeper. So I know from my background that while local matters, I also love industries where I know that there's a lot of money to be made. And I kind of happened on this one, Document Destruction Company. So let's take a look at this company. Wow. All right. So two things really stand out to me here. Number one, no reviews in Yellow Pages. Interesting. But they're paying for Yellow Pages Preferred, which means they're spending money on marketing, and they've been in business for 36 years. This looks like a prime candidate. Let's see what they're doing over on their website. Oh no. Oh no, look at this oh, I love it. The paper shreds. It actually shreds over there on the left. Okay, all right, great. This is perfect. First of all, the website isn't secure. They don't even have a free Let's Encrypt like SSL certificate. They just have DD, their page title is not optimized. It says Document Destruction Company. It's cool that their company name does talk about what they do. I love those like very obvious names. But this website is straight out of 1997. I know that's because kind of when I started looking at websites, right? So my point is, here's what I want to do. I want to find somebody with really bad on-page SEO. Definitely start there. That's where you can provide the most value up front. And here's how I would take a look at it. So we found somebody. This is a prime candidate. Now we have to provide value. And here's the way I do that. Make sure you're writing this down. So the way that I'm going to pitch them and the way I'm going to reach out to them is I'm just going to send them a quick email just to say, hey, I put together a report about your website. I think there's a lot of opportunity. Would you like me to send it to you? Or if you're a little more salesy and you understand how to close clients, I have some videos on that, closing SEO clients, even if you're just starting out. If you're more savvy, you can reach out to them and say, hey, do you have time for a 15-minute free strategy call? I think I have some opportunities for your website. Show you've done your homework. Talk about, like, I know you've been in business for 36 years. You obviously provide a really good service, right? It's almost impossible to reach the 20-year mark in business. And if they've been in business for 36 years and they're paying for Yellow Pages Preferred, they clearly are doing something right. So I would always start with that. I would reach out to them first. And if they reply and say they want to get on a call, if they reply and they say, send me the report that you've put together, then you put together the report. I wasted so much time early on putting together reports and getting no response. And then it's like, do I just send it to them? Like, it's kind of thirsty, especially when you're starting out. You're going to have to hustle and grind to get those first couple clients and get that momentum until you have case studies that you can send them. That's a great way to follow up. Hey, I sent you this thing. We had this talk. I also want to send you this case study of another business similar to yours and the results that we got them. That's great. So I would start there. Make sure they're interested. Get them on the hook first for a call, or get them to at least commit to say, yes, send me the report, and then put this together. Two things I want to notice right away, right? It's not secure. The website also, I love to just take the window and drag it over. Okay, that's not responsive at all. Like, that's a mess. That's a straight, and as expected, right? So those things are going to be really important. Letting them know they're missing out on every single person who's looking for them on mobile. Letting them know that their website isn't secure, so it kind of shames them in search. But here's what else I want to do. I want to find ones with a bad kind of on-page SEO. I could dig into, we could do a little inspect here. I can open up the page source next to it. Let's take a look there. There's nothing even here. So there's obviously some big issues going on with this website. The next thing I want to do is I want to pop open Screaming Frog. Now, if you're brand new, you can just go to screamingfrog.co.uk. If you're brand new, you're just starting out, you can use this for free. It'll crawl up to 500 pages. It's more than enough for getting out your first pitches until you get enough paying clients that you can afford to pay for. I get this question all the time, Brendan, what SEO tools should I use? The answer is, if you're worried about getting them for free or whatever, if you don't have $100 a month for Ahrefs, you don't need Ahrefs. Get your first client, that's $500 a month. Use those first $500. Buy Screaming Frog, buy SEMrush or Ahrefs, whatever you prefer. Buy those tools and invest in your own business in the first month. Then have those conversations. But don't think you need to buy the tools before you get your first client. You can pitch them and land them and provide a lot of value. Again, even if you're a beginner up front, completely for free. So you can use Screaming Frog. Obviously, I'm using the paid version here, but what I want to do is take their URL, drop it over here into Screaming Frog. So what I want to do here in Screaming Frog is drop their URL, and now a lot of times what will happen is I'll get a really good breakdown of titles and metas, but I can already tell you exactly what just happened here. It's not going to crawl those because this website it's a hot mess. So what I want to do is I want to take a look and see like what Google actually has indexed. So if I hop up here and I type site : in front of it, it'll let me know. So it looks like they are indexing other pages. They do have the shredding and pricing, containers, who do we serve, etc. It's going to be hard to pull with a Screaming Frog report, and that's really a way that we want to take a look at it because we can put together a really pro report. But if you notice here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total pages. Only 8 of them are indexed in search. Again, that's really huge. We could just pitch them on a call with this, just talking through the basics of their website. Really what they don't need at this point is SEO. Really what they need at this point is a new website, and it's kind of your responsibility. It doesn't make for a great video on my end, but it's your responsibility to tell them that what they really need is a new website. You're not going to be able to rank this by doing some optimization. Like, you can't even optimize some of this stuff. So this is a great example of something that, just like an ethical SEO, instead of pitching them trying to make money, we want to actually take a step back and just let them know, hey, we noticed this stuff is really wrong in your website. We'd love to help you with SEO, but here's some things I think that you should take a look at right away. We'd be happy to refer you to some people who can put together a really great corporate website for you. And this is actually perfect for the sake of this video, because what I'm going to do is just hop right back in here into Yellow Pages, hit the back button, and we're going to hop right back into the search. And we're going to run through the process again, because when you're starting out, you're going to run this process over and over and over. So as I scroll down a little bit more, what I'm going to find is a really good option here to just kind of open up. And what I might even do now at this point is just open up a couple in different tabs, just in case they don't pan out. So I'll look at this. Finkel & Sons. It says that they're consulting engineers, 40 years in business. Let's take a look at their website. So we notice already home, Finkel Steel. They don't have an optimized homepage. Definitely a much better, more modern looking website than what we'd seen previously. It looks like they have some video here, some other things. This is a good website to take a look at. It is secure. Let's take a look at when we drop this into Screaming Frog. Let's see how this looks. In fact, I'll even open up the page source because I want to take a look at it as well. When I look here for title, I can see they are using Yoast, which is a good start. It shows that at least they have the sense to know, but they still don't have that optimized. When I look for the description, if I could title that correctly, nothing. So let's take a look. Let's drop them into Screaming Frog and see what we find and see if there's any sort of value that we can provide for them here. So again, what we're going to take a look at here, you can see they have their content, the status code, is it indexable, et cetera, et cetera. And really what I'm going to do here in a second is I'm going to export this, drop it into Google Sheets, and take a look at where we can actually provide opportunity for them. So I'm actually going to export 2 things. I'm going to export a crawl overview. And then I'm also going to export this in general SEO elements report. So I want to title those, and I'll drop those into Google Sheets, and we'll fast forward over there and I'll show you those as well and show you how we're going to format them for the client. So let's talk about how to format this for a client. I like to take out anything that's going to lead them down a rabbit hole or be distracting. So I'm going to delete the stuff about Screaming Frog. I'm going to call this the Finkel SEO overview. Now remember, I'm only putting this together if Finkel has said, yes, let's hop on a call. Yes, I'm down for a strategy session, etc., etc. I'm going to pull out everything out of here. And notice I'm highlighting the whole row. I like to pull out everything out of here other than stuff that we're going to really be able to help with. So I'm going to delete all of these rows and pull it back up to here. So when we look at page titles, again, like just doing some quick formatting, making sure here, it looks like they don't have any missing or duplicate page titles. We can commend them on that, right? Good work, good job, good for you. We'll make them green, and we're on our way. Now, here's some important stuff. They don't have any meta descriptions on any of their pages. So we want to highlight that. We'll make sure, I always like to color code these because I really feel like it drives the point home. Meta keywords, this is more distraction. Meta keywords aren't used in SEO, so we're not gonna mess with those. H1 tags, H2 tags, how are they? We're missing, we have some duplicate. All right, cool, let's make sure we talk to them about that. H2 tags are missing in duplicate. Great, let's talk to them about that. Their images on the website, most of them are huge and almost all of them are missing alt text. We can talk to them about that as well. Why? Because having really large images makes your website extremely slow. We could even show them some free Google page speed scores or gtmetrics.com to show them the page speed scores and show them how that affects. Alt text, we have to explain to them that anybody using, not only is it bad for SEO, but it's also bad for accessibility. Anybody using a screen reader or assistive device is not going to hire them because their website, the images especially, are not accessible. So I like to start here. Next, so this is a great kind of starting point for a report. I can delete pagination, canonicals, and all the rest of this stuff. While it's extremely helpful, there's no reason to distract with it in this sort of brief interaction. Now, in terms of this, I like to title this something, now that we've established, oh, they're going to ask, this begs the follow-up question, oh, tell me about those meta descriptions, tell me about those titles and how we could make those better. So I like to title this, hey, I've already thought that through, I understand. Titles and meta descriptions. Again, a little bit, we'll delete this row. I like to format this. I like to, as much as possible, freeze the first row just so we can scroll down through. And again, like I really want to clean this data up. The content, it's not super helpful for them. The status code is not super helpful. All of these things, I like to just give them, again, like I said, the most important information. The title length can be good because it can tell them where their titles are too long. Same thing with meta description. So pretty much everything after this, I want to delete. So I delete that. We can keep the H1s, the H2s, we talked about those. And then everything over here, I get rid of. Just again, like there's just no reason to have it, etc. And now we can kind of get into something a little bit more valuable. I'm also going to take this just for the sake of viewing and clip the text so they can see it a little bit more clearly. Perfect. If you want, you can also kind of freeze this first row. What we're going to show them here is like they have a tremendous amount of stuff indexed here, right? As far as overall pages, not a ton. But again, we want to show them like home, cold work, services, etc. Like these are not extremely valuable titles that people are searching for. I like to go a step further even, right? And kind of change this like website URL or even website address. Let's leave it with URL for now and give it a little bit of, add some branding to it, whatever your brand colors are. If you're like, yeah, we use a lot of blue and stuff, let's make my stuff around titles. We can make that like orange. We can make my meta description stuff green and just kind of make this look formatted so that when they get it, they're like, wow, this person took at least a minimal amount of time to think this through. It also makes it much more presentable, visually appealing for them. I always like to use in the header, this is such a silly thing to do, but I like to use a really dark color, sometimes even black. And I think it just gives it a much more professional aesthetic when you're showing this to them. Even though we've used Screaming Frog to generate this, I love that it just reeks of being professional when they receive it like this. So again, Screaming Frog is free if you're a beginner. I'm giving you the exact step-by-step tools that and kind of process that I used when I was getting started. If you want to land your first corporate SEO client, this is a great place to start. Then finally, hopping back over to Finkel, take a look about them. Read about their website, read who they are, read what's important to them. Like, they don't have a bad website at all. But like, they're a steel company. They definitely have budget. They definitely do good work. They've been in there for a long time. They have a pretty strong team. You can take a look at who their leadership is, right? And just see, like, who am I going to reach out to here? Who am I going to build a relationship with? I would probably reach out to somebody really smart. Like, let's make Art look super. Art's already super smart. If he's the VP of sales and marketing, that's two overlapping skill sets. That means he's really good at sales. If you're going to pitch him and like sell him from a sales perspective, you're going to be really good because he works in the steel industry and he does sales, right? The thing is, though, he's in charge of both sales and marketing. So if you can take some of that marketing off of his plate and maybe do something special and say, hey man, here's something you can present to the team. Here's some things you could work on. I'd love to help with this. You can take a look at his LinkedIn, learn more about that, see if you have something in common. Like, there's so much stuff. Again, there's another video that I'll link below about pitching and proposals and stuff. But this is where I wanted to start, is like, hey, it's not that hard to get started. You can put together some great resources, just sending them an email, just saying, hey, I found some opportunities. Again, I'm not trying to say they're doing things wrong. I'm not trying to shame them in any sort of way. I want to look at it from a sense of opportunity. And if they're willing to hear out what their opportunities are, that already positions you as an expert to help them take care of those opportunities. I hope this has been sincerely helpful for you. I would love it if you would check out, if you want to look at end to end exactly how to execute for clients like this. Like, you're getting clients, how do I actually fulfill services for these clients? What should my process be in thinking this through? If you have any questions about how to get SEO clients, please leave those in the description below. I will answer them perfectly. I want to be the person that I had when I was getting started. When I reached out to Glenn Alsip from Viper Chill. When I reached out to Ani Sanyal from Green Room Creative. And I got these amazing, super smart mentors who helped me get my first clients. I want to be that for you. So if you're trying to land SEO clients, let me know in the comments below what questions you have. I will answer every single comment. Check out the One Ranking Away Challenge. It's free. It runs through everything from site performance to creating content based on search intent and then getting links to that content. Everything you would need to do for a client end to end. Whether you're a beginner or a veteran, I guarantee you're going to learn something from it. You can check that out at 100daysofseo.com/challenge. I've been Brendan Hufford. Don't forget to work hard, be nice to people, and don't get too lost trying to create something that matters.